Good evening, I'm Brianna Rittman. Welcome to Beyond the Headlines, where we break down today's local news stories with our very own reporters. Now, today we're learning about five Peoria students winning a poetry award, then a recent survey done for the town of Normal, and then lastly, we're getting an update on Temple Live after the company recently cut ties with the Scottish Rite Theater. Now, our first big local story of the day, 5 young poets from Peoria have won a prestigious award, and they all come from the same school. WMBD web reporter Josh Seabaugh joins us now for his Beyond the Headlines debut. Welcome, Josh.
Thank you.
Well, you sat down with the students, and so you're here to tell us their stories. So tell us about this poetry contest.
Yeah, the Gwendolyn Brooks Youth Poetry Awards is a statewide poetry contest for specifically students through kindergarten through 12th grade. It's named after the late Gwendolyn Brooks, who was a former Illinois State Poet Laureate. It was revived in 2017 and has been going every year since.
Oh, that is so amazing. So did you get a chance to meet these 5 young ladies, any of the winners at all?
I got to meet 3 of them. 2 of them were not available. I got to meet, of the winners, I got to meet Jennifer Eklund,
Okay.
Maya Watkins, and Germany Ashford.
And what was that experience like, talking to the 3 of them about their poetry?
They seemed very nervous, but I could tell that they were also kind of excited about getting to win this contest, getting to, get praise, which they deserve for this achievement, because it is incredible. They're 5 of 25 winners in a whole statewide contest.
Right, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That is definitely something to be celebrated. Speaking of that, why did you want to share their story? Because I heard you did a lot of background work to get this story done.
Yeah, aside from a personal reason of just loving writing and creativity like that, I just wanted to make sure that these kids, like I said, were praised and were given the admiration that they deserved for winning such a contest. This was like 5 young girls, and this was something that Whittier Primary, which was the school they all go to, this has never happened to this level. They've had winners before, but never like 5 students. One of them, Alantis Martin, is the sole winner of kindergarten grades for this year. Like, there were no other, every grade has like 2 students. Alantis was the only kindergartner who won this contest this year.
Oh, congratulations, Atlantis. Well, our producer is telling me we have pictures of the young ladies, so the young girls, so can we pull them up? All right, could you tell us?
Yes.
So Atlantis, I see her in the pink, and that's who you said it was the sole kindergarten winner.
Correct.
And Jennifer Eklund, you got to meet her.
Yes.
And then is this Germany Ashford?
Yes, I got to meet Jennifer and Germany. Aren't they cute?
Yes, they are.
They were both very nervous during that. And there's Delilah Long and Maya Watkins. I got to meet Maya who was on the right. Once again, she was nervous, but she was also quite excited to, she gets to go to, like these 5 do, they get to go to Chicago to read their poems.
And that's this weekend, right?
It is. It's this Saturday.
That is great. Well, congratulations to the young girls. We're going to switch gears right now. We really haven't gotten into the Halloween season just yet, but some companies are already thinking of Christmas, believe it or not. Now, Home Depot just leaked their new big Christmas decoration of the season. This is a 7.5-foot Chewbacca figure. It moves and makes his signature grunts. Its motions activated as well. Now, the decoration will cost $350. It is available right now. Right now, we haven't even gotten to October yet, but it's already available on the Home Depot website. Hallmark is the same way, by the way. Hallmark already has their ornament catalog out and about, so people can order if they want to. Do you have an opinion of people get, commercialization and the holidays coming so quickly?
I will say that Chewbacca decoration is quite something. It's quite unique. I mean, as long as people are having fun with it.
Right.
I mean, the holidays are a little expensive and they can be stressful. Might as well get ready. My family definitely never sets up the tree until at least a week after Thanksgiving. But it's fun to get all these decorations and set up, get into the holiday spirit where everyone's supposed to be happy and cheerful.
Right. Now, if your family's waiting till after Thanksgiving, when do they take it down?
That's the one they wait longer for. That stays up until 2026.
No, for real. It definitely stays up into the new year for me as well. It's kind of like a tradition. Set it up around Thanksgiving, take it down at the new year. But I know some people, man, they might as well just have different seasonal decorations year round as long as they keep it up. Well, Josh, thank you for joining us today. Congratulations on your debut.
Thank you.
Well, when we come back to Beyond the Headlines, we've got Austin Feeman joining us to talk about a recent survey done for the town of Normal. We're going to go over the results when we come back. Welcome back to Beyond the Headlines, where we talk to our reporters about the stories that matter to you. Our next local story of the day, a recent survey from the town of Normal shows life in Normal is good. WNBD's Austin Feeman joins us now with more about why life in Normal is just so good right now.
Well, right now, life in Normal is great because they recently did a survey saying that 7 out of 10 residents in Normal said that they gave a good or excellent rating for their experience in Normal. And, you know, that number is way above, or it's not way above average, but it is above average than the national average. Usually, basically, they put it in percentages. The town of Normal got 70%, which is really good. The national average is 67%, so they got 3 points above the national average. Okay. And yeah, right, that's pretty good. And you know, for a small little, I guess it's not small, for a medium-sized town, I think that's pretty good, you know. And some of the things that make it so good, you know, in the survey they were talking about how good the waste and recycling services are, the Parks and Rec amenities, the quality of services provided by the city, and a variety of arts and cultural events. All of those things.
I can go with that.
Right. All of those things kind of came together to make Normal so good. And, you know, I went out and I spoke to a lot of residents in Normal, and a lot of them were saying how they love this town. There's something special. You know, one person said there must be something in the water because this town has something special going for it.
Yes.
And it, you know, it's just a good place to live. It's a very nice, family-friendly place, a great place to raise kids. I was raised in Normal, and, you know, I turned out great, so.
Something is in the water. Something in water, I guess, like, something in the water, because we don't have the issues that Bloomington was having.
Oh, yeah.
I live in Normal, so I don't have problems with my water.
Oh, yeah.
So.
And Bloomington's water, you know, they were saying, last week, they were saying how it tasted bad. I live in Bloomington now. I didn't think it was that bad, but I filter my water. Anyways,
Same.
besides the point.
Back to normal.
Right.
So going back, you said some of the things they said was like, not wastewater, but the waste.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not adult enough to have opinions on those. I stay in an apartment, okay? So I take it to the dumpster, and then they handle it. I can't relate to the arts and culture. What do you enjoy about Normal?
You know, as a kid, I would always go to Uptown Circle and just hang out, you know. Back when I was a kid, it was Emack and Bolio's, but now it's, I don't even know the name of it now, the ice cream shop that's in Uptown.
Theo, Mike, or
Theo's, yes, Theo's. It used to be Emack and Bolio's, now it's Theo's. I loved that place. It was so fun. You know, we'd go to the CVS and buy boxes of candy because, you know, we were like 13. What else were we going to do? But, that, you know, I just loved the nice, safe community that Normal offers, and it was just a really nice place to grow up. And it's a really nice place now. I think it's growing and it's becoming even better. But some of the things that Normal was saying is that they want to improve. They still want to go on and make the town even better than it is now. And some of those things that the residents were saying is that they want more affordable housing in Normal. That was one of the big things in Normal that they're like, this needs to be fixed. You know,
I just got a notification, rent going up again.
Again?
Again.
Oh,
every year I renew, it's going up. And I'm like, y'all have not stepped foot in here since I moved in here. What am I paying for?
Right.
But, you know, here we are.
Exactly. And then the other one was road improvements. Obviously, roads can always be improved, potholes and whatnot, and we live in Illinois. And the winter just destroys the roads. But, you know, they're always looking for more ways to improve, and those are some of the things that they're working on next.
All right. Well, thank you, Austin. Normal is a nice place to be in the fall. And so fall season is quickly approaching us, which makes it the perfect time to talk about fall fashion. And you're making the perfect guy to talk about it with. Here we are. Starting with the best new colors to incorporate into your fall winter wardrobes. But disclaimer, Austin just told me he is colorblind. So this is going to be fun. According to a report, experts agree that you can wear these shades now and later. Wine red, mocha brown, mustard yellow, burnt orange, olive green, and primrose pink are just some of the colors mentioned. Experts say these colors work because it instantly adds warmth to late summer neutrals, and it transitions seamlessly into fall's cozy layers.
You know, blue was not on that list, and that is my color. That is one of the only colors that I can see very well. So.
Okay. Wow.
Oh yeah, but you know, I love a good maroon. Maroon's nice, but I'm more into different patterns when it comes to fall.
Okay.
When I think of fall, patterns come to mind, like flannel and whatnot. You know, those.
Oh, good, nice bonfire flannel. Yes.
Right, like a flannel, or there was another one that I was thinking of, and now I can't remember it. But I love flannels. They're always so cozy, and they just go perfect with everything in the fall.
I can see that because look at your tie right now.
It's great. It's great. You know, I love. Yeah.
So, do you have a favorite color that you wear besides blue, or?
I would say red, or like a maroon. I liked wine red.
Okay.
That was one of the colors on the list. I definitely like wine red. That is one of the colors that I do like, and I do wear sometimes, but I'm more of a black and blue kind of guy.
Okay, all black and blue. Well, thank you, Austin, for joining us on Beyond the Headlines. We've got one more local story for you when we return. We're sitting down with Alex Berger to find out what's going on with the company Temple Live after leaving the Scottish Rite Theater. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Beyond the Headlines. Let's get into our last local story of the day. Now, last week, we told you about the Scottish Rite Theater and what its future could hold. But now its former operating company, Temple Live, has some big news. So WNBD's Alex Berger is joining us right now. So, Alex, what is this news? Break it all down for us.
Yeah, so Temple Live, without saying anything, has basically ceased its operations. And how would we know this? Well, today was a follow day for when we brought you news about Temple Live and Scottish Rite ceasing operations with each other last week.
Right.
Temple Live, still on their website, had their three main venues, and they also had a private venue in Columbus. Well, to check the website today, nothing there. The only thing that's there is a blank screen with a singular email address that says Inquiry Temple Live.
Wow.
The email address. So it was kind of a shock, and it led me to go, okay, where am I going to keep, because I have to keep following that. So I look into different reports. There are stations all across America with each having a Temple Live venue there that each announced its closure and saying that there was a nationwide closure. And so dug more deep into it. Temple Live didn't answer their phone, and neither did their parent company, and it was an interesting situation. So
wow, what does this mean for people who brought tickets to Temple Live events?
yeah, so that is kind of the bright side for people. I know people like SNL alum Fred Armisen was supposed to come to Peoria to perform at the Scottish Rite. People who have bought tickets to Temple Live events, they are, as of now, refunding those. So those people will get their money back. It wasn't a total loss, but what still hangs in the balance is what you're seeing on your screen, the $5 million restoration to the Scottish Rite Theater. Obviously, people paid significantly less than $5 million for their tickets, and those will all get paid out, but it kind of also leaves the question of what happens to the Scottish Rite. But all those tickets will be refunded.
Okay, well, at least there's that. Sometimes I wish just companies would just say that, like when they broke ties with the Scottish Rite Theater, just say, hey, we're closing operations.
Yeah, instead of, exactly. Yeah, it can be confusing at times.
Yes, it can be. So what happens now? We talked about it briefly last week, but just a quick refresher.
Yeah.
Does this go to City Council, or is it just hanging in limbo with the Scottish Rite Theater?
Yeah, so Temple Live was leasing from the KBB group, from Kim Blick and staff at there, and they were just leasing it from them. We don't know the stance of that lease, but we can only assume that it's been terminated because they do not occupy that space any longer. We don't know if there's going to be another group that moves into it at this point. Like we mentioned last week, it's a turnkey building. And so there's a lot that different organizations could look at and say, wow, there's a new sound system, there's this, new lights, perfect.
Okay.
And they could do that, but we just don't know is the crazy part about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Alex,
Yes.
for joining us to give us that, scathing update.
Absolutely. It's a confusing situation, but it's because there's lack of word.
Right.
So.
Well, fall is coming up, and we were talking about fall patterns and fall colors. Now we're talking about some fall food, specifically apple pie.
Oh,
so, Alex,
Yeah.
what do you put on top of your apple pie?
Anything that tastes good. Okay, so that could be ice cream or anything like that.
See, there's
yeah.
a slice of cheese right there.
Yeah.
So, do you partake in that?
I didn't know about this until kind of recently, but cheese on the pie is an interesting thing, but it's delicious.
People put cheese on their honey buns, and I'm concerned about your childhood. Was everything okay at home? So now you're telling me you put cheese on your apple pie, and I must ask, was everything okay at home? But this tradition of putting cheese goes back to the 17th century. Allegedly, it was common to serve pie with some kind of dairy product. So you're still there.
Yeah.
Like whether a custard or a cream, and ultimately cheddar became the cheese of choice.
Wow.
Because it was widely available in New England and the Midwest, where we are.
And
so.
nowadays, a Kraft single will do. You just toss it on. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You just need the most processed cheese you can think of. Just put that on that apple pie. Don't
Right.
worry about the calories.
Don't
Don't
worry
think
about it
about
at
it.
all.
It's fine. It's got apples.
Yes.
And it's got your dairy. Maybe there's a little protein in there. Who knows? Delish. Love it.
I already don't eat fruit pies because I don't think my fruit should be hot, but I would definitely not be putting cheese on it.
Yes.
Now, yesterday we were talking about that Marlins game.
Yes, we were.
And the lady with the baseball, that was a big thing.
That was a crazy situation.
But I also mentioned my Uncle Al. And so just because for the fun of it, here's a picture of me and my Uncle Al.
Hey.
So those of y'all don't know, I worked at a newspaper in Florida, in Central Florida, but I had a conference in Memphis. So he was in between trips, as I talked about, it was July, so that's baseball season. And so he was in between trips, and he was able to pick me up from the airport, take me to my hotel where I was staying. And so he actually has, you can't see, but it's actually Miami Marlins shirt that he's wearing right there.
Oh, yeah.
And so that is the day, that is when I told him that, hey, I got a job. Like, I was at this conference on my other job's dime, knowing
wow.
I was about to leave.
Yeah.
Here. They knew it too. They knew it too. It was already in the process, and I was honest with them. I was like, can I still go to this conference? And they said yes, but it was nice. It was from Poynter Institute about covering jails as a journalist.
Oh, yeah.
Doing all that good stuff. Good professional development.
Exactly. And as your former career as a correctional
officer.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I did it. My one of the paper I worked at before that one, the editor emailed me or texted me and said, "Hey, you should do this because of your background." And I did. I enjoyed it. It was a grand time. And so, but yeah, it was nice because he lives in Memphis. I'm a military family, so our roads don't always cross. So it was nice to be able to overlap with him.
Yes. Shout out to Uncle Al.
he loves when Alex said that. I did send him the video
He did.
yesterday, so he loves the shout out to Uncle Al.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for joining us for today's Beyond the Headlines. You can find all these stories and more over on our website, ciproud.com.
For breaking news and weather updates 24/7, log on to ciproud.com and download the free CI Proud to Go mobile app.